There are many reasons to choose a custom, personalised, bespoke carbon fibre frame over a mass-produced one. And with the help of this beautiful Sarto, I'm going through the reasons and benefits why you should consider a custom carbon frame. Let's dive in. The first and most obvious benefit to a custom carbon fibre frame is that it's made to measure. It's designed to fit you precisely and perfectly. And that really is one of the biggest benefits of going down a custom carbon fibre route. Most mass-produced carbon frames are offered in a limited range of sizes, as few as 4 in some cases, up to 10 or 12 if you're lucky. But with a custom carbon frame, there's no limit to a size option because every dimension, every interaction of the tube, head angle, seat angle, wheelbase is all precisely tailored for your very requirements. Sarto does this by using your bike fit data, and through a consultation process will develop a design for a bike that's tailor-made for you, much like getting a tailor-made suit. That means it will fit you precisely, and that means there's no compromise like you get with a mass-produced bike. No concessions to try and fit a wide demographic. The bike will fit you and only you perfectly. And Sarto can offer this customization due to the way the frames are made. They use a tube-to-tube technology. So all the tubes are custom measured for each person and then bonded together. And that's a level of customization you don't get with mass-produced frames, where the frames come out of a mold and you have very limited scope for adjusting the head angle, the seat angle, the wheelbase, the length of the head tube. But with this method, you can alter every dimension to suit your very requirements. The other big draw to a custom carbon frame is the personalization in the way it looks. When you buy a mass-produced carbon frame, you're lucky if you have a choice of 2 colours, most of the time 1 colour. With a custom carbon frame, the sky really is the limit to when it comes to how it looks. And Sarto offers loads of options, from a set of standard designs and colours to a blank canvas. You can go as mad as you want, or be conservative like this one here, which is very understated. Whatever you want, you can get, and you just can't do that with a mass-produced carbon frame. Now, it's true, a custom carbon frame is an expensive option. It's certainly not cheap, but it's not actually as expensive as you might think. And the price is often a barrier to many people who might be interested in the idea of a custom carbon frame. To put the price in perspective, a top-end mass-produced carbon frame from a well-known brand can set you back between £4,000 and £5,000 for a frame and fork, so some serious wedge. That's for a mass-produced frame in a range of sizes, limited colour options, and made in China. And there's nothing wrong with frames made in China, I must add. The Seta range starts at £5,999, but with a few options, the price does leap up a bit. This Seta Plus Disc, with all its internal cable routing and disc brakes, starts at £6,699. That price includes a frame, fork, handlebar, stem, seat post, saddle, and 2 bottle cages. And being custom means lots of options and, of course, a custom finish. This example has a stained metal lamination finish, a process whereby metal filament is woven into the carbon fibre, which can be tinted red, blue, or green. The metal filament not only looks incredible, it also has a practical benefit too. It soaks up vibrations, leading both to improved ride quality and also superior structural integrity in the event of an impact. Clever, and it looks hot. It does add £1,000 onto the price, making this a £7,699 frame set. So very expensive, but it is stunning to look at and a finish unlike any I've ever seen before. So that price, while high, is in line with other custom carbon options from makers like Parley and others. And you really have to look at a custom carbon frame like this one as a lifetime investment. This is not about following trends or aero fashion. This is a bike that lasts you the rest of your life. Custom tuned, custom finished, just the way you want it. The ride quality is another serious factor to consider when choosing a custom carbon frame. Now, the latest top-end mass manufactured carbon frames do offer amazing ride quality, but in my experience, have ridden hundreds and hundreds of bikes over the years. The few I've ridden that are custom made, like this Sarto, using the process they use, offer a ride quality that is head and shoulders above anything else out there. And when you factor in the benefits of a custom fit bike that's been tailor-made to your very dimensions, that will amplify the ride quality experience like no other. No compromise in ride quality, no compromise in fit at all. I've had the good fortune to ride a few Sarto bikes over the years, and they've always impressed. I've actually ridden the previous incarnation of this Seta before disc brakes came around back in about 2014, and it's still up there as one of the nicest, finest riding road bikes I've ever experienced. So superb ride quality, but when you factor in that personalised fit and the way you can personalise the frame finish, beef up the carbon if you need it, it gives you ride quality like none other. And why Sarto? Well, because there are a few companies with as much experience and expertise as Sarto when it comes to making custom frames. And because Sarto is a family-owned business with a long history that many just won't be aware of. It hasn't always made frames under its own name. In the early days, it made a lot of frames for a lot of well-known brands. But these days, it focuses more proudly on frames bearing the family name. The company used to make steel frames, but transitioned fully to carbon fibre at the turn of the century, and is now one of the largest producers of carbon frames still remaining in Italy. It focuses on making small quantities of high quality frames, and all that means experience when it comes to working with carbon fibre, and also the needs of customers wanting a bespoke frame made to measure. With so much manufacturing expertise moving overseas, there are very few Italian manufacturers of carbon frames these days, and Sarto have retained that, and that really is their USP. They retain the knowledge and the expertise of making cutting-edge carbon frames that can still compete with the mass-produced frames with all that investment those frames get. And because they're a passionate group of people intent on delivering the best ride quality, the best looking, the best performing carbon frames to give you the best experience when it comes to buying a bespoke custom carbon frame. Sarto offers a wide range of road and gravel bike models. I'll put a link to their website in the description down below. Really worth taking a look at, some nice bikes on there. What I have here is the Seta Plus Disc. A rim brake version is available too. And it's a really good example of what they offer. So it's a classic looking road race bike with all the modern details, like fully internal cable routing, disc brakes, and space for up to a 35mm wide tyre, making this a road race bike that can do light gravel and all road as well, so a really versatile option. And it is a beautiful looking frame as well with some lovely details. I love the raised embossed Seta logo on the top tube, the shiny glossy carbon fibre weave on the main tubes, and the understated matte junctions at the head tube with the fork, bottom bracket. We have an internal seat clamp, and that seat junction is so smooth. It looks like a 3D printed form, it's so nice. Got flat mount disc brakes, got a press fit bottom bracket, got a really neat stem and handlebar with all the hoses and wires inside, so no exposed wire or cabling there. And of course, this is purely an example, a demonstration of what they offer, and it is a demo bike to allow me to ride it, to share the experience with you. You can go to town with the custom options, more colour, less flash carbon, mudguard mounts if you want, other accessory mounts. You really can have what you want. And when you build a frame like this, well, you probably want to go to town with the components, and we certainly have a high-end build. So a Campagnolo Super Record 12-speed EPS group set with hydraulic disc brakes, really funky carbon fibre padded saddle, the company's own aero handlebar stem, some supercast bar tape, and some wide Panel Racer Gravel King tyres on Campag Bora wheels as well. So all about speed and all about going everywhere at speed. So beautiful looking bike. So there we are then, many good reasons to choose a custom carbon frame over a mass-produced one. Now, if you want to find out more about Sarto, this bike or other bikes in their range, do check out their website at the link in the description down below. And if you have any questions, do put them in the comment section down below. But that's all for now. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you all again next time. Thank you so much for watching.